This makeup is looking like a whole lot on camera right now. Bean says, hey, am I in my robe? Yeah. Am I gonna get out of my robe? No. You might be asking, why is your makeup so done? Well, I have my anniversary today with Ben. We've been together for 6 years. Not our wedding anniversary. Yes, we still celebrate our dating anniversaries. I told my sister that and she was like, you guys have a wedding anniversary now. You don't need to celebrate the other one. And I was like, no, we do. I want to get dressed up. I want to go out to dinner. I don't have any jewelry on really, except for these 2 chains. Also, shout out to the Skims robe. I love. I wanted to do kind of a different video. It's jewelry related. What else? That's like basically my whole channel now. But I wanted to talk about my jewelry wish list for 2023. It's not for 2020. Like I'm not gonna get all of these pieces in 2023. I wish, but I'm not going to. And some of these pieces are like very much like I won't get them for years, if I'm ever financially able to do so. So it's just a wish list. It's just meant to be like a list of things that I really would like to get if I could. So I have everything on my phone. I'll put like a little picture over here so that you can see what everything looks like. And I'm just gonna start from the top. Let me know if you guys do this in the comments, if you're also like a jewelry freak like I am, or just like with clothes you wanna buy or furniture or whatever. I keep a list on my phone. I also share this list with Ben so that if he ever needs inspiration for like birthdays or holidays or whatever, he has a handy list and I update it regularly. And I have it broken out by rings, by necklaces, charms, earrings, the whole 9. Let's go opposite, back to front. Because you know why? I always start with rings and I'm gonna end with rings this time because they're my freaking favorite. So the first thing I have for earrings, the only pair of earrings that I have, is this very simple, classic, solid gold, chunky huggy hoop. If you guys don't know Local Eclectic, I'm obsessed with Local Eclectic. Their family gold line, I think is often like 10 karat gold. I think these are 10 karat, yeah. It's usually 10 karat gold, which is more affordable than 14 karat. It's very affordable solid gold jewelry. A lot of their pieces are like $100 that are solid gold. They're daintier, so if you like more of like a chunky style, it might not be a great fit. But these earrings are phenomenal. They're like a super huggy. They really just like hug close to the ear, so I feel like I would wear them every single day. Just like on work calls, like comfy clothes. They just kind of help, especially because I wear my hair up so much. I feel like adding an earring just would make my life a lot more put together looking. And I'm not an earring girl, so I need to become an earring girl. It's the only pair of earrings on my wish list. Short and sweet, 1 pair. Charms. This is a charm that I literally will probably never buy because it's just like, to me, so expensive for a charm. So it's like little, goes on your chain. It's from James Banks, which I had never heard of. I've never shopped from James Banks. I just found them, I think it was through like Instagram shopping or something. And it's this mini lapis padlock. And I think the idea is that you literally can like lock and unlock it. The padlock opens and closes, which is kind of cool because you could put more charms on it. But I honestly just like it by itself. And they have it styled on a bracelet, which I think is really cool, like a chunky bracelet chain. There's also a brand that I found recently. It's called Charm Co. And it's literally just charms. All they sell is charms. They have a vintage vault of like all these vintage charms. And then they also have like themes. Like you can literally browse by like beach and nautical, letters and numbers, like whatever. And I think it's so cool. And it's an articulated fish, which if you're into jewelry, you're into charms, and you're into vintage, you're probably gonna know what this is. But it's this fish that dangles and its body wiggles. Like each piece of the fish is, you know those ASMR things that are like, they're the rainbow slugs and they make that clicky clack noise? Just me? It's like that, but a charm, and it's a fish. And I really want one. I think they're so cool. Just like one of them on, I would put it on my lock. I would just put it on a solo chain. I just think they're so cool. So I have a couple pieces that are necklaces that I want that are not charms, but separate necklaces. This is a bougie pick. And I feel like I never thought these were cool until recently. And I think it's just because they're becoming a lot more in style and people are really like wearing them a lot now. But a classic tennis necklace. I feel like just a bougie bitch saying that, but honestly, like there's just something about like a full eternity tennis necklace I don't know, there's something about it that I really like. This next necklace, that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast. Next necklace. This next necklace is from Stone and Strand. It's expensive, but I feel like it's not a dupe, but very similar to a Jackie Aish necklace that I saw that is easily like $10,000 or $11,000. And it's smaller for sure. Like the diamond piece is smaller, which explains also why it's less expensive, but it also just doesn't have like the brand like price tag on it. But it's this luxe diamond chain lariat. And I love lariat necklaces. I feel like they were really in years ago and they're kind of coming back. And I think they're so gorgeous because they just have the drop that's so pretty. And this one's cool because it has a little like lobster claw as the lariat piece, which is really cool, like the loop. And then I love that it ends in a loop, which you could hang charms on. So I don't know, I feel like this could be worn in a variety of ways. And I just think it's so cool. I love that type of chain. Is that a Rollo chain or a Belcher chain? It's too far away, but it looks kind of like a Rollo or a Belcher. And you can wear it a bunch of different ways. You can wear it as a lariat. You could just clip it together and wear it as like a longer chain. I don't know, I'm obsessed with that. I think it's so cool. So that is it for necklaces. I have one bracelet, one, that is literally so expensive that I would never own it, I don't think, but a girl can dream. It's on my wish list for a reason. And when I tell you the brand, you're gonna think that you know what bracelet it is, and it's not this bracelet that you're thinking of. I want a Cartier bracelet. It's not the Love bracelet. I think it's a classic. I get why people have it. It's different. It's the Ecru de Cartier. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but it's the one that looks like screws on like the bangle. I'm obsessed with it. I think it is so cool. I like how chunky it is. I like how kind of like rugged and edgy it is. I just think it's so different. And I like that, I mean, I don't see a lot of people wearing it. So I like that it's just less, I don't know, less popular. I feel like I would get the one, so the one that has the diamonds on the screws is like stunning, but it's rose gold and I'm not a rose gold girl. So I feel like I would just get the solid yellow gold with the screws, keep it really simple. It's so expensive. It's like $7,300, so I will never own this, but it's on my wish list. If I ever win the lottery, you know? I feel like I want just like more chunky bangles, but I feel like I want to get those vintage. So I don't have like specific links or anything. And the way that I like shop for vintage pieces is more just like spur of the moment. Okay, rings. Rings is the longest part of the list. Are we surprised? Not at all. This one is on my wish list. This is an Etsy find. And it's a signet ring. I was imagining it on my pinky, maybe like on my left pinky next to my wedding band, because it's chunky and I love the look of a signet on a pinky. I feel like a few years ago when dainty jewelry was so in and chunky jewelry was really out, I would have never wanted this, but now that chunky jewelry is back, I'm like, yes, give me all of the chunk. And it's just a circle signet with the diamonds around, and then you can get the middle engraved with a letter. And I just think it's so classic. I feel like it would look so cute. It's a nice size. So, and I love that it's Etsy. So yeah, that's like just, you know, easy, stunning, gorgeous. Oh, this brand. I don't know where I found this brand. I think I found it through this girl, this jewelry girl that I follow. There's like a really cool jewelry community on Instagram. Yes, people that sell vintage pieces and like resell stuff, but also just like collectors, and they just take pictures of their personal collection. And it's so cool to see the pieces that people find. This girl had this ring, linked it, and I was obsessed immediately. It's the brand Martelato. They have a lot of snake rings, and snake rings are so cool. I'm obsessed with them. A lot of brands do a riff on a snake ring, and I think they're so cool. This one, I love how many wraps it has, and I love the way the snake like wraps around, and it's chunky on the finger. Like it takes up the majority of your finger, which I like. And I love that the diamond is the whole size of the head of the snake. I think that's so cool. Instead of the eyes or anything, I love that it's like a bigger diamond. And honestly, it's a small brand, I think. I don't know much about it, but I feel like for the price, it's a lot of metal. It's a nice diamond. It feels like a fair price for something like that, but I'm obsessed. I want this so badly. I feel like I would get it to go on maybe like my middle finger or my pointer finger and wear it on, not on my wedding band hand, because it's kind of like such a statement. This designer, I think she's a designer, brand, human. Justine Legold jewelry. Found her on Instagram. I'm obsessed. Very small, like, kind of like offering. She doesn't have a ton of products, but I think it's literally because she makes everything by hand, which is so cool. And this is the chained up ring. This ring is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, no joke. Like somebody like me that likes to stack a lot of rings, I would get this probably for my right hand, like not my ring hand, and I would put it on my middle finger and my pinky and then have the chain going between, and then I would stack other stuff on top of those fingers so it just looked like really chunky. It's solid gold, and I feel like, once again, a fair price for that much gold and for like a small business, 100%. So this is another one that's like very high up on my list to buy. Okay, this next one is a dome ring, but I love the diamond texture on this. I feel like I'm getting so into like blingy rings. I used to just be like solid gold, no diamond, no stones. And now I'm like, I want the sparkle. This one is so cool. I love that it's like the baguette diamonds and then the circle diamonds and the texture of it. They just call it the Dome Baguette Diamond Anniversary Band, but I'm obsessed with it. It's kind of thin, so I feel like I'd stack it with another dome band, like maybe a plain gold dome band would go well with it. That's like, Noodle has this porcupine toy that's so loud. I regret getting it every single day. Okay guys, sorry, room change. The dogs were being too loud, so I've run away and I've hidden upstairs. The next ring is Grace Lee, and I came across Grace Lee back when I was looking at engagement rings a few years ago, and she does the coolest engagement rings. It's like a piece of gold and like a pear-shaped ring that's tilted, like wrapped into the gold in this like very abstract way. If you want like a unique engagement ring, I think like they're stunning. And she does a lot of other stuff too. This column ring, link column ring, is so cool. I just think it's so simple, and I love the ones that have the pave diamonds on the like hoops of the ring. I feel like I would get one of those if I could in an ideal world. They're just so beautiful. I think they're such a statement. They're like so chunky on the finger, just like really unique. I don't know, like very sculptural, which I like a lot. So that's definitely on my list. It's expensive, so I don't think I'd ever get this one, but that's okay. This is another one. So Cartier does the Panther line. That's like very huge, but obviously it's Cartier prices and it's like really expensive. I found this one on Ring Concierge that is expensive, but not nearly the price of one of the Cartier Panther rings. And it's somewhat similar. Like, I love that it's this like sick Panther wraparound ring. The eyes are diamonds. It's just like super unique. And like, I don't know, I think it looks so cool stacked with other stuff. I just love it. It's chunky, it's really different. Last but not least on the list is Spinelli Kilcolin. I have wanted a Spinelli Kilcolin ring since Ben and I went and picked up our wedding bands. They had them in the store because they carried a bunch of different designers, and they carried some Spinelli stuff. And I just fell in love with them. Our sales associate at that store was wearing like two next to each other, and they looked so good together. He had the one that was like black diamonds, and it was so edgy and cool. And I know I'm a solid gold girl through and through, but I might break that rule for the Spinelli Kilcolin ring, because I love when they mix the metals in the one ring. They have one, the Ranith, that is yellow gold, rose gold, silver, and then the links are gold and rose gold, or yellow gold and rose gold, and that's super unique. But honestly, just anything by Spinelli Kilcolin, I would want. I would get, like, if I had unlimited money, I would get many of these. This is another one that I feel like is higher up on my priority list, like the snake ring, the Martelato snake ring, the Justine Legold chained up ring, and then a Spinelli Kilcolin are probably like my three like high priority purchases. So yeah, I think that's it for my jewelry wish list right now. It's, as you guys know, like 95% rings, because that's all I wear. I do love necklaces. I'm trying to get more into them. I feel like I say it all the time. And I'm trying to get back into earrings. Like, I feel like that little hoop that I showed you guys at the beginning would be something that I wear every single day, but I definitely want some stuff that's like a little bit more unique. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're having a good day, and I'm gonna go get dressed for dinner. I don't think I can wear the bathrobe. I wish I could, but I don't think I can. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.